Hello there and welcome back to DML. So, today I wanted to go through something that's actually a little bit exciting because next month we are actually getting another new Dragon of the Month. So obviously this month we had the legendary Fairy Dragon, which we'd never seen before, and there's actually confirmation on the forums from a few days ago that the next one will be another new legendary. And this gives us kind of a couple of ideas about what the potential dragon's gonna be. But just in case you want to make sure that I'm not basically pulling it out of my butt and just getting info from nowhere, the comment here from Andrew says, okay, not like the Fairy Dragon wouldn't be awesome, but I'm telling you, the next Dragon of the Month looks just insane. And it's gonna be a new one, winky face. So, clearly, he says, we are getting a new Dragon of the Month. It looks insane. So I guess you could take that in any way, really. I guess some people think insane looks cute. Some people think insane looks really cool looking. So, you know, we just got 4 new legendaries, and one of the new legendaries that got added into the game was, of course, one of them was the Princess Dragon, which is the solo event reward. One of them is the Wraith legendary, which is currently available in a bundle in-game for £41. So, if you really want to get a hold of the Wraith Dragon, same elements as the plushie dragon, very, very high damage guy, you can buy him in-game. So there's 2 legendaries so far that we haven't had confirmation on how they're going to be released quite yet. And those 2 legendaries are the PIXIE DOT and the IRONFIRE dragon. And so what are the chances that either of these 2 are going to be the new Dragon of the Month? I'd say very, very high. I mean, there aren't many unreleased legendaries, or at least there aren't many legendary dragons that are monthlies that we haven't seen before. And the fact that we have these 2 new guys makes me think that probably at least one of them is going to be the new Dragon of the Month in all likelihood. The PIXIE DOT dragon's elements are legendary light and plant, and the IRONFIRE dragon's elements are legendary fire and metal. And even though I've said before, the IRONFIRE he creeps me the hell out, if I'm honest with you. I really, really want the IRONFIRE to be the new Dragon of the Month. Because, you know, the fairy was kind of like a derpy-looking, cute thing. I'm feeling more of a guy like him. So, that is what I am going to, I guess, speculate that the IRONFIRE is going to be the dragon. And again, Andrus did say it looks insane. So maybe that's his way of saying that the IRONFIRE looks cool or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into it far too much. But regardless, we are getting a new Dragon of the Month in just over 3.5 days' time. So it won't be too long until we probably get official confirmation from somewhere. So be on the lookout for that. Again, that is my prediction. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But there are my hopes and my prayers for now. And you may or may not have seen it in-game, but in the news section they talked a little bit about the mentor system. Of course, I've been through this a couple of times now. You know, we have the mentor system. 3 of my apprentices still have not even logged in. One of them hasn't logged in for 6 days, so I think at this point I'm going to have to leave this guy. And the others haven't even spoken to me yet. And this guy hasn't been online for 5 days. So I'm giving up on these guys. I'm going to have to get rid of them. I did get one of my apprentices that actually already graduated. But they were, I think, a player on a low-level account. But it does mean that my 4th slot is now open again. So whoever wants to have me as their mentor, go ahead, add my recruitment code. It should be working in-game now. Go ahead, do it quick before someone else gets in there. And hopefully we can get 10 people graduated and I can get a hold of this beautiful guy. Like, look, you can see I've got 1 apprentice graduated, so just 9 more left. 9 more left. And even after they've graduated, like, we have Dragon Master 239606, and we can chat to them still. I think that's a really cute thing. Thank you for having been an active mentor. Oh, thank you, Dragon Master. The only problem I've been encountering mainly is that I can't chat in this chat 90% of the time. Like, after pretty much all these quests, I tried to chat to them and it wasn't working. So I wish that it had worked a little bit more, but we'll keep in contact and all of that. Same for any of my other apprentices that we get. But main thing I wanted to go through was the little Q&A section that they posted on social media. So I do have the full post here. I've got it open on Facebook because it's a little bit easier for me to use than the in-game one. And I will go through this, even though it's quite a lot of reading on the side here, but hopefully you can keep track and I guess sort of listen to me say it if you don't want to read. So the first question is, I'm over level 22, but I don't see the mentor program. What should I do? Answer, you must be 16 years old to join the mentor program. Players must enter that age when they log in. The game then manages players according to this number. If you claim to be 8 years old, despite being over 18, you can't access the mentor program. Solution, open a customer care ticket and ask for an age change. I guess they mean I'm over 22 years old, not level 22, unless we've now thrown a progression level system IRL, but that's kind of creepy. I don't even want to think about that. Either way, I think that was just a little bit of a language barrier there. Ignore question 1. Question 2. I've been asking for an apprentice, but I keep getting the message, sorry, no apprentice is currently available for the selected language, check back soon. The answer is, fortunately, there are many mentors waiting for new apprentices, so many that it can take some time before they get one. Be patient and keep trying, you'll get new apprentices after a while. So, just to show you what they mean by this, I am going to do this right now. I did say that, I was going to get rid of one of these guys. I'm going to do it right now. Dismiss my apprentice. Do you really want to dismiss this apprentice? Yeah, you haven't been on for 6 days. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, you didn't talk to me, you haven't been on for 6 days, we're gonna have to try again. So, what they mean by this is when you click the Get Apprentice button, you'll click it and it'll say, sorry, no apprentice is currently available for the selected language. So, what I did to get my apprentices is I sat here for 10 minutes straight one night while I was doing something else, and I just clicked this button over and over again until I got an apprentice. Look at that. Did you see how nice and easy that was? So, that is how you get apprentices. That didn't take very long. I'm sure after the initial setup process, now it's going to be different from how it used to be. So, that is how you do it. I hope that that explains a little bit more. So, immediately, we can gift this guy, we can visit this guy, we can give him quests. Go and pet your dragons. Go and pet your dragons, my friend. You got 3 of them, you can get that many pets done. So, we'll go and visit Islam M here, and we'll say hello also. And you can see he's got his smoke, he's got his fire, and he's got his wind dragon, and he has the prairie dragon, so he's already got a nice 3-element dragon to add to his collection. Nice work, Islam. So I'm going to say hello, just a nice introduction, hopefully he responds, and then we can actually start talking. That's the idea. And if they actually start talking to me, hopefully the chat will work, we can talk back. So I hope that explains what that second point now was about. So, number 3, what if my apprentice or mentor doesn't communicate with me? It's their choice to use the chat, and it's possible they don't want to. The solution, get new apprentices who want to communicate. So again, if your apprentices don't log in for a week or something like that, don't talk to you, I'd recommend re-rolling, getting a new one like I just did. Doesn't take a lot of time, and at the end of the day, if they're not going to log in for a whole week, you could easily get from level 7 to level 17 in like 3 days. So there's no excuse for it taking that long. If they're just not going to log in, you know, that's too bad. So then, number 4, can you be an apprentice after level 13? The answer is no. Once you hit level 14, you can't be an apprentice anymore. However, if you reach level 22, you can become a mentor. But between the level of 14 to 22, if you're just trying to get something sorted, I don't believe you can become an apprentice or a mentor. I think you're kind of stuck in a really weird, I don't know, just an odd zone where you can't do either of them until you level up a bit more. So level 22 is the level that you can become a mentor. Then the final question, or frequently asked question here is, can I add cross-platform friends, mentors, or apprentices? And the answer is no. You can't add people if they play on a different platform. So, For instance, like I said, if someone wants to use my apprentice slot 4, you can't add me if you're on a different platform. So you have to be on PC. You have to be on PC if you want to do that with me, unfortunately. So there are a few little constraints, and again, I'm probably going to consider getting rid of Mestre Dragao 697. It's unfortunate. Mestre Dragao 204, however, has been leveling up, although they haven't really been doing the quests I've given them, but let's at least have hope that they'll keep leveling up and finish at the end of the day. Again, there's a lot of problems, I think, with the execution of this mentoring system, but it is definitely something towards where I want it to be. Because, again, I find the idea behind it really, really cool at the end of the day, but, again, I think it's just a question of how it's executed, and with all the bugs, there are quite a few issues at the moment, but I'm sure they'll get around them, and it'll become a normal part of the game, just like the Enchantment League, just like the Arena, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited. And like I said last time, we are still position number 1 in the Arena. So I can't imagine anyone's going to overtake me, or at least not another 4 people. They better not. They better not overtake me within the next day. Otherwise I'm going to lose my head. Genuinely. But regardless, I'm going to continue on with the event. I am going to be continuing on with the mentoring system. I hope the same to you, and I hope the little Q&A, well, frequently asked questions that they put out does help you at the end of the day. Again, it's on the in-game news section, so if you want to go and take a look yourself, you can do. Maybe I went through it too quick, maybe you couldn't read it. There you go. It's all written there. So best of luck to you. And let me know, again, which dragon you think is going to be that new dragon of the month. Again, if it's a PIXIE DOT, then so be it. Its elements are kind of cool, but I really want it to be this IRONFIRE guy. So, for now, guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.